suggested that we've retained the music just because it's a historical thing, you know, and we should always have dance music in it. But I personally feel that we do need to have that type of music in the game because it enhances the actual game experience so much. We always provide briefs to the artists to ensure that any music they provide has the right tempo and rhythm, so that it really has to enhance the fact that you're doing 600 miles an hour in a floating ship. We've always been lucky in that the artists that have contributed to previous Wipeouts have always understood what we're actually looking for from each track, from the track that they create. We certainly don't influence the style of music they do, but we can certainly give them a feel for what we're looking for. And we've created 16 exclusive tracks, 16 tracks for WipeOut, 8 or 9 are exclusively written for WipeOut. The other 7 or 8 are actually remixes, but remixed with WipeOut in mind. So again, we've got a really good lineup: Kraftwerk, Noisia, Aphex Twin, Book of Shade, DJ Fresh. You know, a lot of the names may mean nothing to a lot of people, may mean a lot to other people, but at the end of the day, it's all about how the music works in game, and we feel it works really well. I think in Pulse, we've tried to improve it from pure, based on comments we received, forum reviews we looked at. We've also looked extensively at the AI logic, and we feel we've delivered a far more competitive feeling race now. You'll always have a challenge to take on in front, but you'll always feel that there's something breathing down your neck. What the mag stick does, it actually clamps the ship to the track. The idea behind it was to give the designers far more scope in terms of how they approach tracks. WipeOut ships are anti-gravity, you know, they float. We have never been able really to do twists or, you know, dramatic inclines and declines or loops. They were conscious that we didn't want to overdo it. You know, tracks have remained true to what you'd expect, but we've been able to implement maybe in half the tracks just some nice little touches that hopefully people will appreciate. It does actually add impact to the race in sections, you know, coming to a 90-degree drop is quite impressive. It's a track section that twists almost like a corkscrew subconsciously. If nothing else, it makes the player think about, you know, what it's actually coming towards. The biggest difference now is that we've got infrastructure mode. So you're not restricted from having to meet around your mate's house and hook up via ad hoc. It's going to be online play via the internet, and I think that's the biggest improvement we could have made, really. We've always suggested that, you know, why change what isn't broken, and multiplayer's never been broken. We want to make a big thing of the community side of it. There'll be a WipeOut webpage that is constantly updated with items on WipeOut, whether it's dev-based or based on a particular one of the games, i.e. Pulse. We are going to allow people to link to the website from within the game. By linking to the website, they will upload their profile, which contains all the race records, a whole load of statistics that actually show us how the player approaches the game, whether they like to race predominantly or fire weapons, what the favourite track is, what the favourite ship is. And you know, we can then utilise these statistics to create like league tables, just various stats about, you know, interesting stats about how different people across the world play the game. So we're putting a real focus on online. As part of the actual website, we've created a ship customization tool which people can access online, create via PC, create their ship, and then download it into the game. And it's this whole idea of people being able to create things and share things that we're making a big focus of with Pulse.